So anyways, Ben, relationship guys, how would, what's your best way to explain how to give oral to a lady?
Wow, that
We're all
depends.
dudes here, so.
That depends on the lady.
Relationship advice, and then we go straight into head, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
No, that's number 3.
we don't have food on the list, but I'm a vegetarian.
So do you strictly eat vaginas, or?
It sure beats sucking dick for beer money. Thank you, we'll be here all day.
Yeah. But no, it's the best way to give oral, I think. It's really fucked up. It's offensive, but it really drives the point home for visual effects. It's kind of a mix between like cerebral palsy and Parkinson's.
Oh, yeah.
Just to match the vibrator.
Ah, interesting. Could you demonstrate your technique for us?
No.
I read go through the alphabet with your tongue.
Yeah,
You
Sam
know,
Kinison.
A, B. Wait, no. See, I can't spell. I went to Forest Lake.
You're doing the Cyrillic alphabet right there.
Yeah.
That's
Oh no, Arabic numbers.
You start doing it in Arabic, and you'll get through C by the time she comes. You know.
I thought come game of K.
Yeah.
Seasons no fear the reaper.
No,
There you go, cowbell.
I actually, I made a study of it. I guess you'd say late high school, early college. I actually, went and looked for resources on it. Things like the Kama Sutra, all this other stuff. And it all comes down to chemistry and what's going on in the relationship, really.
That's true. I wasn't interested in girls until I was in my 20s. I was too busy hanging out with the guys who were driving cars and just going to movies and stuff.
Yeah.
I got really tired when I made it for lost time. And part of the reason for this conversation is because our two gals, Miss Andy and our beloved Sammy, are not here today. And we want to give them a shout out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take my finger. Ow, 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 ow.
I could call Andy right now if you want.
Yeah. So anyways, I was trying to get this cold open like a little 30-second clip, but obviously Sam was not here to help us. So welcome to the Unfiltered broadcast number 2.
Hold on. I think he's writing something. What are you telling us, Jay?
Come on, I need a better pen. Yeah, all right, maybe I'll try the other
Or
side.
not try and write on a guitar pick.
Well, you write on a guitar pick for effect.
I thought you played the guitar pick and then you.
We'll be able.
Sharpie other places.
I think we'll be able to read it from there.
Hold it like that, right up to the camera. And then we can say we gave the girls a dick pic.
I think you wrote it Deke.
There, no, D-I-C-K.
Oh, there's the K.
Okay, it's good.
All
right, Sam and Annie, we gave you a dick pic. And I am so in trouble.
No, so I used to have a picture of Richard Nixon on my phone, so I sent a dick pic.
Oh, there you go.
It's clever. Yeah. So anyways, I'm Bob.
Dick Nixon here.
Sterling.
I'm Remy.
I'm Benjamin.
All right.
And Beatrice. No one remembers that commercial, never mind. Okay.
I'm
the
the
old guy in
where's
the
the
room.
beef?
Where's the beef, Claire Barton?
You see, I would have gone with probably I have herpes. I have herpes.
Hi, herpes.
Shout out.
Is that the name of your dog?
I keep on calling it, but it never comes when I want it to.
My buddy
Make
Chuck and
notes of that.
Hi, Chuck. My buddy Chuck and I had a bit at the Renaissance Festival. We were condiment bandits. We were brothers. He was Grapapon, and I was Dijon Mustard. And we had a dog called Mapinus. My penis. And so we had this list of jokes. Have you seen the Mapinus? The Mapinus likes to sleep at the beach next door.
He barks every once in a while.
Yeah, he was sick. He puked the other day. And we sat down one day and wrote a list on a napkin.
Man, I can't help but think. I was trying to play with it, but it kept on rolling over.
Yeah.
Playing dead.
Yeah,
I tried to teach it to fetch.
that's right. It does not come when I want it to. Anyway, we have a list here of topics. Now, we kind of started off. Rob started us off with sex. So, do we want to work on relationships? That's one of our topics.
don't know, I just figured run down the list.
Okay, music is first. Cowbell. That's all I need to do.
Or bass bell, as the case may be.
You grab the cowbell? Sure.
Yeah, get the cowbell. Get that cowbell.
You need more cowbell.
I need to grab my feet. I got my feet.
Don't worry, we've got a stick right here.
I can only do this
His
so much.
finger
It hurts after a while.
No, just unscrew it. Unscrew it.
Here?
Yep, there you go. There you go.
Shy, you know.
Rob doesn't know how to screw yet. Be patient with him.
He's working on it.
I don't have a lot of time to practice. I was a little busy not using spoons for my pudding cup, like the cool kids.
The only problem is, you know.
Oh, what? You're doing it wrong. I'm going to do Don't Fear the Reaper. What is that? That's Mississippi Queen?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who did that? They're a local band?
No, that was,
Mississippi Queen.
Ah, shit.
You know what I mean?
it wasn't Foghat, it was,
Whatever.
some.
Okay,
Oh.
music.
Band.
Okay, here's the thing for music. Certain movies did not ruin music for me, but what I have found is that it changed my reference. For instance, Long Tall Sally, I think it was Long Tall, or Tutti Frutti. Now when I hear it, I think of Predator. Remember Jesse was playing it in the helicopter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Bunch of slack-jawed faggots.
Make you a sexual tyrannosaurus.
That's what he should have named his book. Bunch of slack-jawed faggots around here.
got time to bleed. I read it. I got the audiobook. It was really kind of neat. But so what movie or what tune, has now become symbolic with each other for you guys? What do you think?
Ooh,
Kenny Loggins' I'm Alright with Caddyshack.
absolutely.
Oh yeah, the Go for Dancing. I'm alright. Another Kenny Loggins one would be Top Gun.
Yep, sorry.
Danger. Yeah, I'm thinking Top Gun was the song, right?
I gotta put Guardians of the Galaxy with Hooked on a Feeling. That's
Hooked on a
Feeling. I used to hate the Ooga Chakas.
Yeah.
Used to hate them. I would always try and find songs where it didn't have the Ooga Chakas in, and then all of a sudden they started doing Blue Sweet's version, and I don't know. Guardians of the Galaxy changed my opinion on the whole Hooked on a Feeling.
Okay.
I got a couple of them. One would be that Cars tune in Fast Times at Ridgemont High when Kate, what's her name?
I remember the movie, but that was a long time ago.
Oh, I was just a kid when it came out, and I watched it later. It's not Kate Hudson. Who is it? Phoebe Cates.
Phoebe Cates.
When she's coming out of the pool and it starts out
Yeah, what's his name was?
Yeah, Judge Reinhold's in the bathroom jerking off, and she's
Manish Boys.
Nash
I
Boys?
want a little boy. Better Off Dead. You see the movie?
No.
Oh my gosh, you see Better Off Dead?
No.
Now that's a damn shame when folks be throwing away a perfectly good white boy. You guys have never seen Better Off Dead. John Cusack plays this. He hated the movie. It was a savage Steve Holland film. He breaks up with this gal. He's socially awkward, and she's hot, right? So we can all identify it. She's hot. She breaks up with him because she felt it'd be in her interest to date someone more popular. So he goes through all these ways trying to kill himself, and then he meets this French foreign exchange student next door. Of course, I can speak English. I speak very good English. I have to stay with the Smith and the reptilian son. He uses it as an excuse to put his testicles all over me. His what? Tentacles, NT. But anyway, he's got this car. David Ogden Stiers is his dad. Kim Darby's his mom. And he gets it fixed. She fixes his car. And I think it was just like a black Mustang. It was like slick. And he raced these two Japanese guys. One couldn't speak English, and the other one only could speak Howard Cosell. An amazing display. And so he keeps getting beat by these guys. Suddenly he gets the car running. I was a little boy. The window comes down, there's John Cusack, and he still looks like a dweeb.
Yeah, all those guys. Anthony Michael Hall never stopped looking like a dweeb.
No, he was the Rat Pack, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cusack wasn't part of the Rat Pack per se. There was like a specific list of 5 of them.
Yeah, he was more of an orbiter of the Brat Pack,
Okay.
He would have been in the Brat asteroid belt.
Right. Oh, another one that we did on our little website thingy, Breakfast Club.
Yeah. Yeah, forever. What's the name of the band? Hey. Tears for Fears. No, that's
Don't you forget about me.
Yeah, that's
I'll
not.
be alone.
Yeah.
Dancing alone, baby. Yep.
That song will never ever be disassociated with that movie.
No. Was it made for the movie, you think?
I don't know. I don't think so.
If we're going with the 80s songs
Okay.
with 80s movies, I gotta put in Back to the Future, Power of Love, and Johnny Be Good. Well, Johnny Be Good was 60s, right?
Right. No, but it was featured
But they
in the
used
movie.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But originally they were going to title the movie Back in Time based off of Huey Lewis and the News' song Back in Time.
Oh.
But apparently they changed it after a bit of production, and they're like, we're calling it Back to the Future. And I'm actually glad that they went with that rather than Back in Time. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, there's some other weird names I saw, but staying on topic of music, suppose we should talk about favorite genres. You know, what we all like to listen to. I mean, I'm classic rock all the way to death metal, and then kind of a weird sprinkle of what the fuck you listening to Ed Sheeran for. So,
Last time somebody asked me that question, I was getting a tattoo. And he wanted me to relax, listen to music. He says, "What do you listen to?"
Are you sure?
A lot of stuff. He says, "Well, we'll name some artists." Okay, Jimmy Buffett. Okay, Blue Oyster Cult. Rock on. Stray Cats. Really? Yeah. Imelda May. Who? And I, Beethoven. TSO. I've got a pretty eclectic collection. And so he says, "How about we just play swing music?" Okay.
I love swing music. I love big band.
Oh yeah. I grew up. I have an older taste for a lot of things because my mom would always watch Humphrey Bogart and Fred Astaire, and that stuff, and just probably based on a couple comments she made that I can no longer remember. I've always favored Fred Astaire over Gene Kelly, even though Gene Kelly got to dance with Jerry the Mouse. I still like Fred Astaire, especially the drum scene.
Wasn't it Gene Kelly also in Singing in the Rain?
With Donald O'Connor.
Yes.
That was a good one. Singing in the Rain. So anyway, yes, that's my music. It's pretty eclectic. I'm not big into metal. I like some Sabaton, and a little bit of Crocus and stuff. The problem I have, and this kind of gets me in trouble, people think I'm prejudiced or racist. I don't hear well. So when you get the, I do not like Green Eggs and Ham, I do not like this, I can't understand what they're saying.
Hey,
So
you're
you say,
with me. I agree with you on that. I can barely understand anything that is said in death metal.
well, to be fair, when you rode with me to Betty's or whatever, I did play Archspire, which was like the top of the death metal, where it's them and Necrophagist and just ridiculously fast playing, and then you just death growl. It takes a little bit to pick them up, but yeah, that is.
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Remy, your musical selections.
Oh my goodness. I try not to be picky with where the music comes from. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to listen to any kind of propaganda music, but I will actually try and keep an open ear. It has to have a good beat, a good story, if it has lyrics. If it doesn't, give it. Tell me a little bit about its background.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of Straight Jackets.
Actually, one time, a friend of mine and I, we were getting ready for this karaoke competition, and he told me, well, everyone's probably going to be doing Japanese stuff because this is a culture festival. And I'm like, I have no songs in my repertoire that have Japanese in it.
Talk. I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese.
That's all about masturbation.
Does hentai count
Is it?
as
I never really
Japanese
listened to
music?
No, the Divinyls. I touch myself. Sorry.
Well,
Anyway.
he hands me a remake of a classic song called Ashita ga Arusa, which roughly translates to "There's Always Tomorrow." It basically goes, Ashita ga arusa, asu ga aru, wakahi boku ni wa yume ga aru, いつかきっと分かってくれるだろう. Basically, you give me a song with a good rhythm, oh, thank you. I even once made my martial arts instructor just stop when I sang that song. He was like, I honestly did not expect that.
Have you tried to do Taekwondo?
Taekwondo?
Yeah.
I don't know, is that anywhere near to Muay Thai me up more?
No, the Frantics?
No.
Gather around the feet of the master. Oh. You guys, okay, that's
Amateurs. I'm working with amateurs here.
It's bit by the Frantics, the Canadian group. They did Last Will and Temperament. Boot to the Head. You never heard Boot to the Head?
Yeah.
They did a follow-up to Boot to the Head called Taekwondo, where it's a karate thing. Boot to the head. You know.
Suddenly,
Anyway, you gotta. I'm not gonna go in and recite the whole bit. We'll listen to it offline. We'll get to it later.
Suddenly, I'm just thinking of spaghetti westerns. Did you just slap me? I don't know. Did it feel something like this?
I've got over 3 million views on my YouTube account from the slap scene from Trinity.
Oh yeah.
1965, I think it was made. Something 67, yeah. Terrence Hill, Bud Spencer. Have you ever seen Trinity?
No, I
That
haven't
is
seen
the
that one.
quintessential spaghetti movies. It's never been duplicated. It's if you like westerns, it's probably not for you, especially if you're a Glenn Ford or John Wayne western kind of guy, because they're kind of serious, you know. Glenn Ford's the thinking man's cowboy.
I'm more of a Jimmy Stewart kind of guy.
Oh, watch this. It's comedy. It's a comedy.
Oh, I love those.
Terrence Hill, Bud Spencer, and I've talked to a couple people that have dabbled in the film industry, and I want to make a television series based on these characters. It is to me, Casablanca is my very most favorite movie of all time.
Mm-hmm.
These are in the top 5, right up there with that. They are. I have them on DVD.
Since Sam is not here, can we make those movies with a comedic nudity, like shy nudity?
There is none
Like
in
they're just-
Trinity.
But you want to do a remake, and Sam's not here to stop us. We can do what we want.
Yeah, Ben's kind of built like Bambino.
We need a good Sam, though. You know, someone who can actually play the piano. Play it again, Sam.
Oh, for Casablanca. Yeah, that's right. Originally, they were thinking of Lena Horne.
Really?
Yep, and she just died.
Oh.
Poor Lena. Stormy weather. That's right. Ben, we never talked about your musical preferences. I apologize.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, geez, why do I always interrupt
Sam,
them?
see, I'm doing good.
You know, I have a broad taste in music, I'd say, but
Chick singers,
Like Cardi B?
women singers, broad taste.
broad taste.
But we're back in 1950 with vocabulary.
You know, hey, broads, you know.
Sam's not here. I'm sorry, Sam.
Sam, you're not here. I like a lot of classic, but I think one of my favorite things is that space where country and rock mix, kind of like
Leonard Skinner or George Thorogood.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash, Thorogood, the Eagles.
Johnny's considered,
you know.
Johnny Cash considered country rockabilly. Thurgood's bluesy.
Elvis?
So
is rock.
that kind of thing. I like.
It's rock and roll, but it was
Yeah.
around that time where country was also starting to get its mix, and he did have a little bit of, a little hand in it.
It's a really cool spot. It's just it's not twangy old cowboy music, but it's not like what would I say, like like Toto or something like that. I like that, and I like when rock groups go a little bit country. It's really cool. I just like that space musically. But I think the best music, really in my mind, the best music that's ever been made was 80s pop. I really love that stuff.
Everybody talk about
So, how was your cocaine addiction from the 80s? Is it good? Is it under control?
It's sort of subsided. It's a little expensive. It's
Now it's opioids.
yeah. It's I like the downers now. I get real slow and I like it. That kind of thing. But I honestly think music is like. It's kind of one of those things that something drastic needs to happen in music, where it either needs to like go backwards, kind of like Like, I thought Pearl Jam was the Led Zeppelin of my generation when it came out. I mean, they were fantastic. Everybody loved them. And they were, and that whole garage thing, or grunge thing, was a throwback to the garage days of, you know, like Blue Cheer and those kind of bands.
Wow, that's a name I haven't heard for a long time.
You like Blue Cheer?
Some of their stuff, yeah. They got some pretty esoteric things.
Yeah.
And I never cared for Nirvana.
I like Nirvana up to a point. When they got so super big that that's all you heard, I really lost interest in them.
Yeah. I think that might be true for all of us. I don't want to speak out of turn, but for me, I've noticed that if anything becomes, the more popular something becomes, the more I shy away from it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, I don't know if I'm non-conformist to the last, but I don't want to get stuck in a rut, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm the same way, but that's more kind of like movies, where, you know, it's Avengers Endgame, but I kind of forced
haven't seen
myself
it yet.
to do it. Yeah. So, no spoilers yet. But, no, but it's
The
just like...
internet has already done that, by the way.
I want to see Godzilla.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, did you like that Godzilla meme? They're hiding the truth and he's swimming in the Titanic.
Oh yeah, I had that on my desktop for a while. Yeah. Yeah.
No, anyway, so people are, you know, they'll talk up movies, like, oh, it's the best movie ever, it's this, and this. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna fucking watch it, all you clowns like it. It's like, I don't like people, sorry. If I'm watching a movie, subtitles are on, I'm not wearing pants, I get kicked out of the theater. Alright?
Some subtitles are good, because usually those are like, I like the kung fu movies, because when they get to the fighting scenes, you don't really care what they're saying.
No. No. I always thought they should subtitle Chewbacca in the Star Wars movies. That would
Yeah, censorship. Damn it, they censored everything R2 said.
Yeah. Yeah.
You son of a... What do you think he was Leia's little assistant?
Like this little hatch opens up and Barry White starts playing.
Oh, Leia, those buns are yours. Oh, yeah. Well, that was probably closer to Don Cornelius.
I think we may have watched different Star Wars movies. I think yours might have been lower production value, but better cast.
They did make a porn parody, just saying.
Well, there was also the fact that Lucas had a short budget with A New Hope, so...
Oh yeah, that was the first one.
Yeah.
I was 13 when that came out. Just for reference.
And you just dated yourself.
You know
Who
what?
else can I date? No one else will date me.
Yeah, they don't like
What
my
are you doing
music.
tonight?
I am going to be shaving my beard. Hi.
Good call, tickle.
I was referring to him.
Ah.
You know, speaking of Star
Yeah, I
Wars,
watched. I looked like Cyrano de Bergerac. I got his big nose and all this curly hair coming down.
wouldn't it have been funny if Chewbacca all of a sudden would have just like taken a dump somewhere and you know,
Big pile in the Millennium Falcon. Han opens up the door. Oh, Chewie! Here's a rice, a con, sauerkraut, dude.
It's the
Rub
last
your ass on the carpet one more fucking time, dude.
The Falcon's out of gas. Chewie, you gotta eat a burrito and we're gonna hook a cord up to your butt into the main power cells.
they cruise into like the space version of Taco
Methane.
Bell. You know, I thought that would have been funny.
That would be 13 White Castles, and what else would you like?
Chewbacca in a drive-through.
I'm sorry, sir. I couldn't get that. The microphone is acting funny again.
Yeah.
Ooh, Fluffy.
Fluffy?
Yeah, you reminded me of Gabriel Iglesias. He does a voice like that.
Oh, yeah.
He does Fluffy.
Oh, my God.
I wanted a big back. You know, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
No, we're not on music anymore.
No, we rant. We jump topic to topic.
We do. We can keep talking about music, or we can use one of the other topics.
Yeah, who else hates Florida-Georgia line?
I think no one here likes Florida. All of a sudden, all of Florida hates us.
Sorry,
Say that
Ashley.
like it's a bad thing.
Well, we kind of do need drunken idiots.
Okay, concerts. I have seen probably Blue Oyster Cult and Joey Lee the most, at probably 7 times each. What's the most concert you guys have been to?
Oh man.
I think it's Black Dahlia Murder. I've seen him twice.
Okay.
That was actually, funny story. Used to hang out with his cousin a lot.
Oh boy, here we go again.
You must be dead now. Thanks, Rob.
Either that or they're no longer talking because they
He's
had
such a
an
bitch.
experiment with each other.
Right.
Yeah. No, we're self-a-date. We weren't, I'm just gonna say that.
Right. Anyway, cousin.
So anyways, we're going to our first metal show, and there's Black Dahlia Murder, and then I forget whoever else. But he's fucking terrible with directions. So we end up at the Myth. I'm like, this ain't whatever the club he's talking about. It's like, oh, I thought it got renamed, the Myth into, I think the Edge or something. I'm like, fucking hell, well, call the guy who's there and, get some goddamn
The
directions.
Myth? It's in
Maplewood.
Maplewood.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Myth?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I talk a little funny. But,
It's a myth. A myth. Who the hell put F's in the word lift?
I think that's
Like
the
typing.
point. I think that's it, just to see who has it.
Stop it.
Thank you, Daffy Duck.
Anyway.
Yeah, so anyways, we're driving into the cities at night where we can't see shit. And he's like, all right, you gotta take Cedar to Washington. I'm 17, I'm a fucking idiot. Still am, but, I was 17, so the idiocy was less contained. And I go, all right, we need to find the tree, and then we gotta go to the Wig Man. It's like, all right, whatever. We hit an overpass, and middle of the night, a couple of people walking down the sidewalk, like, hey, roll slow by him, and I roll down the window. I don't know why I had a pirate face, but I go, "Yarr, we be in search of the mental. Where be the tree?" He almost hit the fucking curb. He was laughing so hard.
Okay, adventures to the concerts. Remy, what have you seen the most?
I actually haven't seen that many concerts. I used to go to the state fair, and we get to actually see some of the great bands that were playing there. I got to see Beach Boys when they were coming back, and then
They were Beach Men back then.
Yeah, they were Beach Men. I did go see a Vertical Horizon concert.
Okay.
I honestly, in most of my experiences, people just drag me along. Mainly, they think, "Hey, you'll like this song." Okay, so what are we going to do there? Oh, we just, sit, listen to the music. Okay.
So
that's it. I could do that at home, I actually just recently though I got to see the Final Fantasy concert that was just recently in town. They pretty much did Final Fantasy music with orchestra.
Okay.
And it was I gotta say, it was awesome. You could actually watch. The conductor was just like, okay, we're gonna do One Winged Angel, and you know what? Let's get the audience involved. You could actually see him just like bum 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 ba dum ba 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 Sephiroth. Everyone would just chime in Sephiroth.
Okay.
the nerd is strong in this one.
Yeah. He's having a private moment for himself. He might change expression.
Are we talking adventures?
Well, no, it started off just what concert have you seen the most of. I wanted to keep the flow rolling, but if you want to do an adventure, go right ahead.
Well, the band I've probably seen the most is probably something local like Power Mad, because we used to hang out at the Mirage all the time back in the late 80s. It was a lot. I mean, we saw them a lot. But again, I was one of those guys in the crew that I never instigated the good times. I was just along for the ride,
Right. Oh yeah. Right.
So these guys go, hey, we're going here. All right, let's go. But the one I've never really been affected really like in an emergency type situation where I was like amped, except for one time. It was the second Lots of Palookas down at Harriet Island. And it was late. We had, the thing started at like 10 in the morning. We saw all these incredible bands. And then Ministry came on.
Oh.
And it was absolutely insane. It was, and this, mind you, this is like, 10 o'clock at night when they came on. And everybody was just lit. And they came on and the place went bananas. I started kind of stage right, or it would be stage left from the audience's perspective, and I drifted this way, and I wound up the pit, quote unquote pit, was going in a circle right here. On the periphery, sort of on an orbit of that, was this zone between the people standing still and the people actually moshing, and it was dangerous. You were here 1 minute, 2 seconds later you were 50 feet that way, because of the flow, the movement of the crowd was just so random, and people were getting trampled, people were falling down. It was absolutely this gorgeous riot. It was just unbelievable. People were just, and everybody's on acid or lit in some form or another. And after about,
they fucked up. I hate them short words.
well, they were. There weren't many people that were drunk there, because it's kind of hard to bring a keg into a concert like that.
Just shove them in your pants.
Well,
Move the keg out of the way and.
Hey, they got wine bras. They got boob bras now.
Oh, they do that. I'm
Can
sure.
you imagine doing a cake stand off of that?
Well, that would be different.
I've eaten a lot of things off of boobs.
So,
Yeah, I was just referring to how you'd get the guy up in that kind of position with her standing there like that. I mean, because what? Doesn't it just trickle down like so?
Did we not all become male cheerleaders in high school because we had no friends?
Occasionally, these guys wander off, and they take us with, whether we want to go or not.
I'm sorry, boobs?
How about? Yeah.
So keep going.
So-
man. Everyone's on acid.
it was just this incredible freaking. And after 2 minutes of that, I'm like going, okay, this is dangerous. I gotta get up. And I just filtered out to kind of this area where it was calm and still, and just kind of watched the show. And Al Jorgensen's riding around on this microphone stand on wheels made out of bones, and it was just amazing.
Just to make a segue out of that, of Mike Stanley guy cruising around this for the old geriatric Jurassic Rock.
Yeah, you kind of wonder what he's doing now. I'm sure he's way too old to be, touring, but
I mean, Lenny toured until his end.
he did.
Yeah.
He toured right up till lunch the day of his funeral.
And speaking of the end, does that wrap it up for this week's podcast?
Yeah, we're good about half hour in. We'll just have to bring Sam in to strike us for the idiotic things we say.
We'll be beaten.
You're all morons!
Boys,
Hey, She Speak Happy, we gave her a dick pic,
we did.
and it was orange.
Did I do that first in Messenger?
It was also quite stout. I mean,
No, I didn't. No, I wrote it out after we were chatting. I didn't. Anyway, well, there's another edition of Great to Be Here, the Unfiltered podcast.
Sarcasm. Oh, I get it.
Yeah, right. Okay.
All right. So, any final words?
Parting shots across the bow.
Put one across her nose. I said across her nose, not up it.
sorry, sir, I'm doing my best. Who made that man a gunner?
You did, sir.
No.
Who is that?
No, some asshole. That's right. Yeah.
No, it's like I did, sir. It's my cousin. He's crossed out.
That's right.
Who is that man? He's an asshole, sir. I know that. Who is he? Asshole, sir. That's major asshole and gunner asshole. How many assholes do we got in this ship? Yo! Great, I'm surrounded by assholes.
We could do those for ranks. General disorder. Captain. No, corporal punishment.
Major mayhem.
Major mayhem. Captain chaos. Although I think that was actually a cartoon character. Captain Chaos.
There was Private Public from Sheep in the Big City.
Private parts.
Ooh, good one.
Shaving Ryan's privates.
Now we're getting
We're gonna butcher movie titles. All right, if we're gonna do a 30-minute podcast, we're doing a 30-minute podcast, and this is it.
Oh, shit. We'll fix an edit.
Thanks and good night.
I won't, but yeah. Have a good one.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wait, no.